Hey guys, this is Jessica Caver Lindholm, Freedom and Success Coach for Women Entrepreneurs, and we've got a very exciting video for you today. I've been getting lots of requests and questions about this new adventure that my husband and I are taking out on. And so today we're shooting this video right here from our brand new fifth wheel trailer that we will be moving into and traveling in over at least the next couple months, kind of open to freedom and what comes next and following, our intuition and what feels good. So I'll be giving you a full tour of the trailer here in a second. You can see we've got the fireplace going in the background. We're in the living room part right now. Just sitting on the floor here in the living room next to the couches and everything. And so giving you a little sneak peek here, but I also got some training and some recommendations for you today as well to help you create your own freedom-based business so that you can do work that you love from anywhere in the world. As long as you've got a Wi-Fi connection here and there, you'll be good to go. And that's exactly what I'm all about, is how can I walk my talk and live what I believe in so that I can set an example and create create opportunities for other people to claim their own freedom as well. So something that came up, we just got over the 4th of July weekend here in the US, celebrating freedom and the independence of our nation, and a conversation came up during one of the barbecues this weekend about, this is a big leap, for sure, for my husband and I, and it's something a little different than what most people do, and so we're getting lots of questions about it, lots of interest, both from the community here and as well as family and friends and, just connections in general. And something that I realized that I've really shifted over the last year or so of having my business, and what I really credit for a lot of my success is making quick decisions. I used to be the type of person who it would take me forever to make a decision, and I'd think about it, and I'd go over the pros and cons, and should this really happen, should I not? And I know it's important to be aware of what you're doing, to look at the, what does the budget allow? Like, what's coming in? Is this a good decision? Is this not a good decision? But at the same time, there's a point where it becomes a spinning. It becomes more of an energy leak than it does of making a wise decision. And I'm a big fan of go with your gut first. Check in with your gut, with your heart. What feels like a good decision when you're presented with an opportunity or an option to choose between? What's your first hit? Because I find that that's typically the choice that's going to bring you the most joy. And I don't believe that we're presented with opportunities and with options in life and inspired by the universe to then have it all pulled out from underneath us and it's all going to collapse. We're supported, and this is an abundant universe, and giving ourselves the opportunity to follow the path that feels best can really open new doors and new spaces that we may not have even realized were a possibility. And so how I sum this up typically is that I now make decisions quickly and I change my mind slowly. I make decisions quickly and change my mind slowly. And in the past, I did the opposite. I made decisions very slowly and changed my mind quickly. And you can see that that can be a disaster in terms of sticking with something and getting results. I'd hem and haw and go back and forth on things. Should I do this? Should I not do this? And that happens when we get into that lax state of, is there really enough? And this is the last $20 I have. And if I use it, this is, what I'm talking about. It's that constriction, that tightness in our chest, and it makes it difficult to make a decision and to know what really does feel right. And then once we do make a decision, we start to second guess it, and then we slip back out of it. And so that means that we never actually get the traction and get the momentum going to get the results. I learned this somewhat from a great book from Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, as well as just from experience. I've noticed that the quicker that I make decisions and really go with my gut and stick with them, the more happiness I have in my life, because I'm not spending so much time trying to figure out what's next. And this trailer and this experience is definitely one of those. My husband and I had been planning on moving for a bit. We've been in our home for I'd been there about 7 years. He'd been there about 9 years. And so we'd been there a while, and it was time to move on and find the space that was really meant for us. And so we decided we were going to move into an apartment for the next year and kind of decide what felt right and if we were going to buy a home. And we've had a lot of rain here in Colorado, and the construction of this new beautiful apartment just kept getting delayed and getting delayed. And I'm not a big fan of like trying to read the signs and everything and, oh no, it's a sign, don't do it. At the same time, it started to become difficult enough that I am a big fan of following the flow and following the feel good. And so, the first time it got delayed, we're like, no big deal. We re-signed the lease, not a problem. Second time it got delayed, and we knew we weren't going to be in town, and we started to, on the move-in date, and it started to feel a little tight and a little not right with what we wanted to do. So we started looking at homes and buying a home. And it just felt very permanent to me. As a gypsy and someone who loves to travel and be free, I love to have a home base, but I don't want to feel like it's my responsibility to get up every day and take care of the yard and take care of the home, and it just felt heavy. And so I went into meditation. That's one of my favorite tools in the toolbox, is to stop, drop, and meditate and ask questions and get some guidance. And the guidance I received was, what about moving into a trailer, into a fifth wheel? I didn't even know what a fifth wheel was at the time, to be honest. And the idea of moving into an RV sounded a little crazy, because my experience with RVs, one was that they were massive, and I was raised more in like very small campers, backpacking, tents, RVs were out of the question. And the ones I had been in, it looked like potpourri had exploded inside of them. And so you've got your beautiful stained glass butterflied windows and flowers everywhere. And when I shared this idea with my husband, he was pretty skeptical, because that was what he was envisioning as well. It just looks like it slid right out of the 80s, or so. It just wasn't what we were looking for. But we decided, like, let's just go look, for the sake of, this idea came to me, like, let's just go check it out. So we went shopped a couple places, and our expectations were blown out of the water. We had no idea that you could get trailers that looked like this, where you have a fireplace and a TV and great sound system and hardwood cabinetry and leather couches. And, we were like, this is almost nicer than the apartment we were going to move into, and we can take it anywhere. And so we started being pretty interested. And it was one of those things where we kind of just made the decision, like, let's just keep filling it out. Let's keep taking the next steps. As long as it feels good, let's keep moving with it. And it became a bigger project than we'd planned. Our truck ended up not being big enough to pull anything that we were looking at buying. So we ended up with a brand new truck and now a brand new trailer as well. But it was more so following the intuition and following what we were feeling was a good fit for us right now, even though, logically, maybe it didn't make a lot of sense. Maybe it makes more sense to invest in real estate and buy some land and make sure that your, investments are appreciating. And, I get it all. And I also know that I'm provided for, and that those pieces will come in time. And that right now, this is what was meant for us. And it just felt right. And so that would be my big recommendation for you today, is check in on, what is your biggest desire? What are you being pulled towards right now? What might logically, or if you share it with a friend or a family member, they're going to tell you you're crazy, but you keep getting that pull in your belly, in your gut, in your heart, that feels like something else is going on here. Something else bigger is meant for you, and follow it. It doesn't mean you have to quit your job and move out of your house and buy an RV today, but do what we did. We leaned into it, and everything just kept falling into place. And I find that often happens when we get a gut feeling. The things just start to fall in place. It happens much more easily. I mean, it's been about 2 weeks tops, maybe a month tops since I've had the idea, 2 weeks since it's all fallen into place, of buying the new truck and then buying the new trailer about 3 or 4 days ago. It just was much easier than the other options we were trying out. And now we're going to be able to go live in the mountains for the rest of the summer, go to our favorite mountain towns, we work from home anyways, work from our new home in the mornings, go hike in the afternoons, hop in the lake at the end of the hike, go to our favorite mountain town for dinner, and have that experience of what really lights us up. And so give yourself permission to check in on what really lights you up, what makes your soul spark, what makes you feel just you could work all day, all night because you're so excited about it. And then start to step into making decisions quickly, changing your mind slowly, and having unwavering faith that you're completely supported. Because these are big decisions. And yet I know that with these businesses, you can earn at whatever level that you desire. And so there's always more than enough money and more than enough clients. Okay, so that was the training for today for Live Free TV. Let's do a quick tour, and I'll show you around. And I think are some of the first people to get to see my new trailer. So we are in the living room right now. We are up above on the front of the trailer. I can open the laptop a little bit here. All right, of course we got the TV, got some windows, couches going on here. Whoops. Fireplace. Very awesome, very excited. We got couches on both sides. I think these pull, at least one of these pulls out to a bed too. So if you want to come visit, you can always come stay with us. All right, going down the stairs, lots of cabinets. We are wired for solar. Lots of the stickers are still on because it's all very brand new. Got our pantries here. We're coming into the kitchen. Look at that big, beautiful, full fridge. My biggest thing was that I could fit ice cream into the freezer. Here's our kitchen here. Stove, countertops, cabinetry. Check out that awesome sink. Okay, I'm sure I'll be doing lots of work from this beautiful table here, which actually expands out and gets bigger, which is nice, into a full workspace. There's also a bit of a workspace in the bedroom as well. So as you see, lots of space back there. There's the living room. Okay, going down the hall. This is our bathroom. Not bad, right? Okay, you can't really see. There's the cabinets. We've got a big giant shower in here, which makes me happy. What makes me even happier is check out the beautiful vanity with those awesome lights behind it. Great sink. There's tons of cabinets behind this door here. Storage is so important. They did such a great job in here of getting cabinets in everywhere. Okay, we're going into the bedroom. So this was one of my big selling points, was this bedroom, because yes, I'm all about freedom, but I do love beautiful clothes and having beautiful pieces and getting to still get dressed up. I love to be outdoorsy, but I still have to get dressed up, and that has to happen at least multiple times every week. This is the bed. This is our queen size bed here. Crazy, right? Queen size bed. And that little black dot is baby Lilo. Lilo. This is the most ridiculous video I've probably ever shot for you guys, so thank you for going along with me on it. Lilo. She's not paying attention. Anyways, this is my baby puppy. He's so good. And then we got storage underneath the bed. And then this right here, not the TV, but these closets, these big giant closets were my selling point. So you can see, got plenty of space for hanging awesome things. We've got drawers and more drawers and cabinets, which means that my favorite Chanel purse and my favorite beautiful clothing pieces will all be going on the road with us into the mountains, because that pretty much sums me up. If I can be traveling anywhere and spending lots of time outside with my husband and with my pup, doing the work that I love, having beautiful pieces, there we go, there's the how to run the entire thing, then I'm happy. And it was getting clear on what lit me up and what makes me happy, and not needing to follow anyone else's idea of what life needs to be or how things are supposed to be, but getting clear on what it meant for myself. And so that's what I ask for you today, is give yourself permission to check in on what lights you up, what makes you happiest in life. And no matter how crazy it is, give yourself permission that that's meant for you, because, you know, we are each given our desires for a reason. They're so unique. They are there for a purpose. And so follow them. Listen to your heart. Make decisions quickly and change your mind slowly. All right, guys. So excited to share my new home with you. I'm sure you'll be hearing much more about this as we're figuring out the Wi-Fi, the onboard Wi-Fi right now. And we'll be taking off on our first journey here shortly. And love so much connecting with you. I've got my new private coaching is now available, so definitely head over to my website at jessicacaver.com if you want to learn more. Check out the private coaching. And until next time, this is Live Free TV, and I'm Jessica Caver Lindholm, Freedom and Success Coach for Women Entrepreneurs. I'll see you guys soon. Bye, ladies.